Hey guys, welcome into Tommy Bites TV. You guys, we are in the end times right now. We are Matthew 24:6 is what we are. So Iran is in deals with China to purchase anti-ship cruise missiles, according to 6 people with knowledge of this whole negotiation. The deal for the Chinese made CM-302 missiles is near completion, though no delivery date has been agreed upon. This all started 2 years ago, negotiations with China to buy the missile weapon system, and it has accelerated after the 12-day war back in June between Iran and Israel. This is why I say we are in the end times. They're saying if this does happen, this is a game changer. If Iran has supersonic capabilities to attack ships in the area, these missiles are very difficult to intercept. Let's remember, the U.S. wants to withdraw from NATO. They haven't yet because they need 2/3 vote from Congress, but this is something that we don't need to do, because if we withdraw from NATO, not only will it hurt Europe, but it is going to hurt us as well. Who will come to defend us in the event of World War III? Also, they can't determine how many missiles were involved in the potential deal, how much Iran had agreed to pay, or whether China would go through with the agreement, now given heightened tensions in that region. Iran has military and security agreements with its allies, and now is an appropriate time to make use of those agreements. In a comment sent after the Republican China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it was not aware of the talks about a potential missile. You know, they're going to deny. China's defense ministry did not respond to a request for comment. The White House did not directly address the negotiations between Iran and China over the missile system when asked. Clear that either we will make a deal or we will have to do something very tough like last time. And that's according to a White House official. The missiles would be among the most advanced military hardware to be transferred to Iran by China and defy United Nations weapons embargo that was first imposed in 2006. The sanctions were suspended in 2015 as part of a nuclear deal with the U.S. and allies, and then reimposed last September. The potential sale would underscore deepening military ties between China and Iran at a moment of heightened regional tension, complicating U.S. efforts to contain Iran's missile program, which Iran said, we are not turning over anything to you guys, okay? And threatened the United States and shut down access for oil to go through. So a lot of tensions is happening right now. China, Iran, and Russia hold annual joint naval exercises. And last year, the U.S. Treasury Department sanctioned several Chinese entities for supplying chemical precursors to Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard for use in the ballistic missile program. China rejected those allegations, saying it was unaware of the cases cited in the sanctions. Again, deny. Lie. This past September, Chinese President Xi Jinping did say he supports Iran in safeguarding sovereignty, territorial integrity, and national dignity, meaning we will get involved if deemed necessary. And then October 18th, China joined Russia and Iran in a joint letter to say they believe the decision to reimpose sanctions was flawed. I cannot get my speech together today. But we have nations joining up together against nations, okay? Again, Matthew 24. An Israeli specialist says that China does not want to see a pro-Western regime in Iran. This purchase, they say, will be an improvement in an Iranian arsenal that was depleted last year. China's state-owned China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation markets the CM-302 as the world's best anti-ship missile capable of sinking an aircraft carrier or destroyer. The weapon system can be mounted on ships, mounted on aircraft, or mobile ground vehicles. It can be mounted. It can also take out targets on land.
China has unveiled a rocket engine that nearly defies the laws of physics. Missiles equipped with this technology can now make sharp turns, even at 90 degrees, while flying at speeds of Mach 2.6. They can also accelerate to a whooping straight-line speed of Mach 16, equivalent to a hypersonic velocity of around 20,000 kilometers per hour. This advanced rocket engine is crucial for interceptor missiles, enhancing their maneuverability. And for hypersonic missiles, it makes them significantly more agile.
Iran is also in discussions to acquire Chinese surface-to-air missile systems, so-called man-pads, anti-ballistic weapons, and anti-satellite weapons. Y'all, this is crazy. China was a major arms supplier to Iran in the 1980s, but large-scale weapons transfer dwindled by the late 1990s under international pressure. The recent years, U.S. officials have accused Chinese companies of providing missile-related materials to Iran, but have not publicly accused it of supplying complete missile systems. So keep an eye out for this. If they report on it. Sometimes they don't report on this stuff on the news. You actually have to go and find articles on this stuff. They want you to stay distracted with the things that they are doing, or behind the scenes, that they don't want you to know about, like passing laws that take away your freedom of speech. So get the information while you can get the information while it is there, because I put nothing past them for them to wipe the internet clean of a lot of things, okay?
China and Russia have just sent a direct message to Donald Trump, and Washington is now on high alert. Joint naval exercises are underway in the heart of the Strait of Hormuz. Warships, live fire, coordinated maneuvers. Right at the most critical choke point on the planet for energy supply. But why is this so important? Because the Strait of Hormuz is the main maritime exit route for Middle Eastern oil. Roughly 20% of the world's daily oil consumption passes through this narrow corridor. And whoever controls that passage holds leverage over the global energy flow. And here's the key point: Iran sits directly along the northern side of the strait. Its coastline overlooks and dominates much of that shipping lane. That means in the event of conflict, Tehran has the military capability to threaten, disrupt, or even block maritime traffic there. And this is where the situation becomes even more sensitive. Multiple intelligence assessments indicate that Beijing has been quietly cushioning Iran's economy, purchasing sanctioned oil and keeping trade channels active. Not officially, but consistently. When three major powers conduct live fire exercises along a route that is vital to the global economy, this is not just symbolic. It's a warning.
Today I want to address recent developments in the Strait of Hormuz. Several nations, including Russia, China, and Iran, have conducted joint naval activities in this important region. These actions are not intended as provocation. They reflect our shared interest in maritime security, the protection of global trade routes, and responsible coordination among nations. Russia has long advocated for a multipolar world order, where no single power can dominate the oceans or dictate terms to others. Our participation in these exercises demonstrates our commitment to this principle and to strengthening cooperation with partners who respect international law. At the same time, Iran has conducted its own drills, including temporary traffic management in the strait, to ensure the safety of commercial vessels and regional stability. Russia views these measures as part of Iran's sovereign right to defend its territory and secure its waters. Diplomatic efforts continue alongside these activities. Nuclear negotiations between Iran and the United States are ongoing, and Russia supports dialogue as the proper means to resolve complex issues. Military presence and diplomacy are not contradictory. They are two aspects of a world that must remain balanced and secure. The situation is dynamic, and we must observe carefully.
As president, the world order is shifting. China's President Xi Jinping just issued a war warning. Any attack on Iran is attack on China. We will fight and we will win. World War III just got real. Xi Jinping didn't mention the United States by name, but let's read between the lines. Trump is threatening Iran with military strikes. China just declared. Any attack on Iran would be considered an attack on China's interests. That's not diplomacy. That's a red line with military backing. China and Iran signed a 50-year security and economic agreement. Iran supplies China's oil critical energy security. Xi stated, Iran's independence alliance is a national security issue for China. Protecting Iran is protecting China's economy, energy, and strategic position. This isn't about friendship, it's survival. Xi's exact words: China will not stand by while our partners are threatened with destruction. The era when certain powers could bomb and invade.
I'm going to leave you with Matthew 24, 6-13. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. I love you, but God truly loves you more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Do me a favor, hit that like, share the video out, and leave your comments down below.
Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow.